Hi, my name is Tiffany Bliss. I'm the Vice President of Client Relations and Marketing here at JAST Media.
Can you tell us a little bit about JAST Media and what type of clients that you normally work with?
Of course. Here at JAST Media, we actually work with a large range of clienteles, but our main niche is in the building materials industry. So we have been within the flooring division for about 15 years now, but we have now vastly grown into not only flooring, but also cabinetry, um, roofing, anything that you can do to build a building from the ground up, even concrete laying. So we have a little bit of everything for people here. And how we do that is we also have clients that go into these other fields because they want something new, but then they stay with us. They like us, they want to continue with us. So then that's how we gotten so large within the building materials industry.
Now, what initially stood out to you about Roomvo and how has it enhanced the websites that you build for your clients?
So Roomvo, when I first kind of got my feet wet with Roomvo, was actually with one of my favorite clients, and they spoke so highly of this is our room visualizer. And I'm like, okay. And we worked with so many different ones that I'm like, oh, okay, let me just kind of try it out. And what the uniqueness I loved is how it was so easy to implement into our websites, how easy it was for not only my clients to go out into the field and use it, but also for me to use it. And if I can use it, man, anybody can use it. And to actually be able to show new clients that are a little bit in the older category how easy it is to press a button, show them, look and feel. And that is what I've always enjoyed. And also, not only that, but the customer service aspect of Roomvo has always been top notch because that's what we stand for here at JAST. It's customer service. Customers come first. And what do the customers want and need, and how can we fulfill that?
How has Roomvo impacted your conversations with your clients when it comes to e-commerce and digital engagement?
When I pitch any of our e-commerce and digital engagements to our clients, I always make sure and ask them one question. Are we going to do a visualizer? Or do they already have one currently on their site that they like? Because, there's always other ones. Then they always come back to me like, well, who would you go with? I'm like, oh, well, we have a partnership with Roomvo. We love Roomvo. And I always tell them, you know what? The one thing that we love about Roomvo is that we've actually been able to do a data feed between them. And how we've actually been able to do this is with an FTP program that actually can talk back and forth. So not only do you have all those spreadsheets and nobody's updating or nobody's looking at them, or you have to have your website provider go to this one and then they have to talk to each other. None of that has to be done because once we actually integrate fully, website goes live, then anytime we add any product, within about 24 to 48 hours, Roomvo can pull it, build it, and then the button shows up. So it's such a quick, easy way, and everybody wants things easier nowadays. 10-second rule. I always say 10 seconds continues to get your clients, customers inside that door, inside that showroom, virtual. And if that button's not there right away, that's when people are like, oh, we can't see it. No, we'll make sure you can.
I would love to hear more about the feedback that you're getting from your clients after integrating with Roomvo.
Feedback from clients is always really positive. They always love the fact that once they have it there, they can touch it, they can look at it, they can send it to their sales team. I have actually been on phone calls or even in person at showrooms and been showing these sales team, okay, this is how you can use it to better your sales. Let's go up a grade. Let's go up a percentage. Let's go from 5%, leads to 10% leads, 20% leads. And Roomvo has helped that. And we have so many clients coming to us saying, okay, what else can we implement with Roomvo? What else do they have that we can generate more? And then, of course, I send it back to Roomvo's team, and then they build it up even bigger and showcase it even more. And even when we're at shows, clients will actually go, oh, we just saw the Roomvo team. They're amazing, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this and that and how much the website traffic has grown. I'm like, this is what I love to hear. Because not only are they telling me this once we integrate, they're telling them this. And it's a great partnership that we both have together.
Now, from an implementation and user experience perspective, what makes the Roomvo tool easy and beneficial to integrate into your new web builds?
So the integration is so nice. Just kind of going back to my previous with bringing in Roomvo to our web builds, is that it doesn't really require much custom coding. It is very easy to implement and build into the system. It's not where we are going to have to break something to fix it. It builds it and basically defines it as a perfect puzzle piece. And then with our added development team, when we started the FTP integration, that has allowed us to now not only push but pull as well. And that is what people are loving, is that they're not having to use, and I remember back in the day, we all had to do it with Roomvo too, but the long spreadsheets and updating and then sending it into support and all of these things. But now it's that perfect partnership that not only our clients love, but our partnership with Roomvo love to have. And we're all on the same page with that. And I mean, my support team loves working with Roomvo because it is that easy to do.
I would love for you to share an example with me of a client who has seen positive impacts after integrating with the Roomvo website.
A client that has seen a positive impact with integrating with Roomvo, I gotta pick one. But my best one I could probably pick is the one that showed me Roomvo to begin with, and that is the Buckwald Western team, Wonky Cascade team. They have been with Roomvo for, oh my goodness, I'm going to say at least 6-7 years. They have always positive feedback on it. And the nice thing is that especially with the Buckwald team up in Canada, they actually just went through a whole reworking of a website so that basically all their Cascade products are in one. And not only that, but the owner came to me, Adam Buckwald, or one of the owners came to me and he's like, I love the fact that we actually combined and married all of our websites together, because now I'm seeing the better impact of Roomvo going through not only hardbook, but luxury vinyl, adhesives, everything within one, without having to go into different ones. And oh, that one's not creating much traffic because nobody's using Roomvo on this one, but they're using Roomvo on this one. But now he can see that everybody was using Roomvo on all of them, but he couldn't identify every single one. And he loves seeing the reports that Roomvo has given him of, this is how many leads have come through. This is how many sample orders people are doing. This is the positive percentage you guys have grown. And I'm like, and even the click-through rate of people wanting to stay on the website and be on the website. And we've actually been able to show them that as well, and how much people are gravitating towards Roomvo. And of course, he has the big buttons on his website saying, come see it in my room, and with a little dog, and people click on that right away just to see it right hand first.
Now, you did mention that Roomvo's supply chain integration stood out to you. So can you expand a little bit about how that has helped your clients?
Roomvo's supply chain integration stands out to us because not only you guys have a very unique system that the manufacturers invest their time and money into Roomvo. And then it's easier for their distributors and their retailers to then integrate with them. Now, that's with the little widget. And that's what I use a lot of times when I start selling something for Roomvo and they're like, we don't want to fully integrate. What else could we do? Hey, they got a free widget because your manufacturers are doing it. And it's easy. They're like, well, how long is this going to take? I'm like, dude, I can get it up and running now. Just the minute you sign, let's get it up and running. And showing them that process, that you're not paying anything. Roomvo and your manufacturers have already made a partnership and agreed upon helping you sell more. And that is the amazing part about that supply chain, because that's very unique, because most people or most companies are like, yeah, you pay this, but your customer still has to pay this much just to get this much. And it's great to see, because a lot of them are like, oh, well, now it's been 6 months. And I will always go back to them and say, hey, it's been 6 months. How are we feeling? We look, feel, touch. Well, we want to fully integrate. Let's go for the big bang. I'm like, perfect. Let's do it, because then you can also see the better impact on how it's having on your website and not just through the widget.
Now, if you had to describe Roomvo in one sentence to a brand new client, what would you say to them?
One sentence? I get one sentence to identify Roomvo? Oh, I need a paragraph. Um, I always tell a client, I always ask them the biggest question: are you going to have a visualizer? And they always look at me and they're like, well, what is that? And what is the benefits of it? And who would you suggest? I'm like, actually, we have a great partnership with Roomvo. And not only do we integrate well with them, but their customer service is top notch. You will not be waiting on hold. They will actually be there for you at your beck and call. And you know what? They allow us, you to talk to us and them to talk to us. The communication between the two companies are absolutely fantastic. And I would always suggest to somebody, even if they're not one of our clients or not, we're not pitching them, and I'm just talking to somebody, do you have a visualizer? No, go to Roomvo. They're fantastic. Talk to Brandon, Reed, any of them, and they will be able to help you. And not only if you have a showroom, they'll actually show you their new items coming out and brands to actually always, and they'll always keep you in the loop.